Okay, so I'm guessing that what you mean is we're coming into work orders and they are quick fulfilling them. And I'm looking for one that doesn't have everything it needs. And of course, the one I picked has everything it needs. I guess I have too much inventory. So I'm assuming that this is happening and your people are seeing that bright red box that says you only have 20 and you need 25, and they are ignoring it, and they're ignoring this big red warning sign, and they are going ahead and finishing it with 5 short. Is that your problem?
I don't think so. Sometimes the manufacturer does not deliver all the products, finished goods, so we receive what they send us, so it's partial. The order request for 300, and they only deliver 150, and the rest they will deliver it again. And sometimes we have like in partials. So when we're receiving closing work order partially, it seems like it's messing with the cost of the finished product.
Okay, so my guess here is I know that it has a co-manufacturing relationship.
Correct.
And so I'm assuming that what's happening here is we've got a manufacturing that we're saying that we're going to start to build 300 and we only build 200. So let's set up the scenario here. What do I have to be a good bomb for this? I'll just do something else. I will show people something that a lot of people don't know. We can do a custom manufacturing order on the fly.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm going to make 300 of whatever part is. Okay. And I need 300 for some other part. And I'm going to need 300 of something else. Okay. And this is just representative. This has nothing to do with her actual business. These are made up numbers. So when I'm here and I go to start my manufacturing order, because they're not actually running through the whole scenario. I didn't make my manufacturing order for enough, excuse me, an issue. I want to put in that I need 300 of these. Okay. And I'm going to do my quick fulfill. So it's going to ask me how many I'm going to start with. Okay. So what's happening here is we're pulling the inventory for 300 when what we need to do is start with the lower number of inventory. Okay. So you need to start your manufacturing order for 300 and not for, in this case, 49. So I'm going to go here and pick. I'm only going to be able to pick the 41. So what I think is happening there is you're picking the 300, and then when you're finishing it, you're only telling it it's got 150. So when we know we only had 150, we need to start 150 and finish 150.
So that's what it's causing. So probably have to void or reverse or delete that original manufacturer order because we're not receiving the whole production.
There is no void, and there is no delete. Fishbowl is locked down much tighter than QuickBooks. But there is so I can create, and I come over here, and this was actually something I was considering doing in my opening commentary, is a disassemble. So here's a standard, normal, everyday manufacturing order. The reverse manufacturing order is intended for the used equipment dealer. So they go and buy an ATM machine of certain model, and they've got the original manufacturer's bill of materials entered into Fishbowl. And so they can say, okay, I bought this machine for refurbishment or for parts, and they can say, reverse this bomb and put all those pieces into stock. So then they can decide which ones are good and which ones are not good and go from there. The disassemble manufacturing order is designed for oops, I made a mistake on my manufacturing order and I need to reverse it. So this asks for specific manufacturing order number and then reverses it and puts all the parts back in stock so you can do it right. There is a manufacturing order where I don't need a raw good. I only need a finished good. I can then say that this is the finished good that I am going to fix and send it out to the floor and have them pull all the parts and track all the labor and then add that to the repair manufacturing order as raw materials. So that way I accumulate my costs and decrement my inventory for the repair of that and have a record. And custom is what I just did when I need to do a manufacturing order on the fly and it's a one-time use. Okay, and this does need a finished good.
That explains it why the COGS is sometimes not consistent because we're not receiving the actually what they produce and they deliver to our facility.
Yeah,
So
and I know you're on FIFO, which means that when they mess up a cost like this,
yep.
You can't really just kind of fix it in a FIFO environment. To fix a bad cost, we need to cycle count everything out to 0 and then add it back at the correct cost.
Yes, that's what I had to do. That
And a lot of times it's too late. You don't catch the fact that there's a bad layer until after it's been used up, which is one of the things that you can use my reports for to make some adjusting entries if you need to.
Which report is that the best for that one?
The work order report tells me how much was charged to and used. So if I come over here to materials, report module, and oops.
Controller, that's what I have.
Yeah, you already have these.
Yeah, that's what I want to have. Yeah, export work order transaction, yeah.
But what's really nice about this guy is it shows what was supposed to be used and how much was actually used on an individual manufacturing order. So this is a great way to see whether or not we've got messes happening with the people doing our manufacturing orders. Okay?
Thank you so much, as always. Learning something new every day. Thank you for those classes. Those are really lifesavers.